BJ Kirby, I'm a retired United States Navy SEAL, 21 years, Chief Petty Officer, and also a cardiac arrest survivor. January 2022, I started having a heart attack. I was sleeping. I started recognizing some symptoms that I just was not feeling myself. So I had my wife call 911. Firefighters and paramedics were there, seemed like less than 5 minutes. Last thing I was expecting was cardiac arrest. It's like I'm having a heart attack, okay, and then the kind of lights go out as I'm waking up, and I don't know why, but I feel like I have something going on with my heart. It's been the hardest thing mentally for me is physical. I've been, my whole life was sports. Played 2 years of college football, then went in the Navy, became a Navy SEAL. I've worked out my whole life. Took more energy out of me than anything else, even than cancer and stuff. It's been the hardest to recover back from. I can't do things that I used to do. Going into sudden cardiac arrest, is something that'll just never be out of your mind. And can it happen again? I have a defibrillator for the rest of my life. And so it is that point of when is this thing going to go off, or is it about to go off? It's always going to weigh on you. But having support, family, things around. I call my wife my guardian angel, but those guys, everybody that night, if they all would not have been there and performed the way they did, I wouldn't be here. The hard part is why am I still here? And after talking to all them, it's, what can I do to help? Understanding the signs of a heart attack, the difference from heart attack, cardiac arrest, plumbing, electrician, something I didn't know prior, something I know now, but also the awareness of CPR, having everybody CPR trained, AEDs. General manager, Liberty Tire Recycling in Concord, North Carolina. We have over 110 employees, so you just never know when something's going to happen. So we're trying to get as many people trained up and to be able to provide CPR. I sent my safety manager to go get qualified to teach CPR and AED, and that way we can teach it anytime, any place, and he can actually not just here, he can go out into the community and teach it. So like I said, it's reaching out beyond with our employees. That way there's people out there, so when our employees are out in the community, something happens, more people are qualified to do that. They might go home and save their family member, who knows? Emergency room nurses, doctor, the firefighters, and the paramedics. By me reaching out to them, because I had to get closure on my thing, I came to find out there's a lot of them don't get closure. They provide a service and then go, they don't know what happened afterwards. So it helps them out to know that, what they did that night, it did turn out positive, rather than a negative, and maybe relieve some of the burdens they have to carry with their job.